Welcome to our cinematic story Craft English Learning YouTube channel. Today is very interesting story, My Vacation in Japan. This story is helpful for your English learning, listening and speaking skill, so listen carefully. Japan had always been a dream destination for me. The blend of tradition and modernity, the serene temples standing beside towering skyscrapers, and the promise of cherry blossoms and sushi made my heart race with excitement. After years of saving and planning, I finally booked my tickets. I packed my bags with a mix of nervousness and thrill, knowing this would be an adventure I would never forget. The moment I landed in Tokyo, I felt an overwhelming rush of energy. The airport was bustling, people moved with purpose, and the air smelled different, fresh yet filled with the aroma of unfamiliar spices. My first challenge was navigating the train system. The signs, though in English and Japanese, seemed like an unsolvable puzzle. A kind old man noticed my confusion and pointed me in the right direction with a warm smile. That small gesture set the tone for my trip. I was in a country where kindness flowed naturally. I checked into a cozy hotel in Shinjuku, a district known for its neon lights and endless entertainment. As night fell, I stepped out, letting the city's glow pull me in. The streets were alive, filled with laughter, music, and the distant sound of train announcements. I wandered into a small ramen shop where I sat at the counter, watching the chef expertly prepare my bowl. The first sip of broth was a revelation, rich, flavorful, unlike anything I had tasted before. The next morning, I set out to explore the famous Shibuya Crossing. Standing among hundreds of people, waiting for the light to change, I felt a rush of excitement. When the signal turned green, everyone moved in a synchronized dance. I paused in the middle, letting the moment sink in. A young man chuckled at my awestruck expression and said, "First time?" I nodded, and he smiled before disappearing into the crowd. Determined to experience the cultural side of Japan, I took a train to Kyoto. The city was a stark contrast to Tokyo, calmer, more traditional, as if time had slowed down. I rented a kimono and strolled through the streets of Gion, where geishas moved gracefully. A gentle breeze carried the scent of cherry blossoms, and I felt as if I had stepped into a postcard. At Fushimi Inari Shrine, I walked through the famous torii gates, their vibrant orange color glowing under the afternoon sun. With every step, I felt a deeper connection to the country, as if each gate was telling a story of centuries past. As I reached the top, a breathtaking view of Kyoto stretched before me. I sat on a bench, letting the peace of the moment fill me. The next stop on my journey was Osaka, known for its street food and lively atmosphere. I wandered through Dotonbori, a street bursting with energy. Giant neon signs, moving mechanical crabs, and the delicious aroma of takoyaki filled the air. I bought a plate of the famous octopus balls, the crispy outside giving way to a soft, flavorful center. A group of locals saw my delighted reaction and gave me a thumbs up. Wanting to see the natural beauty of Japan, I took a bullet train to Hakone, a town known for its hot springs. The ride itself was an experience. The train glided smoothly, Mount Fuji appearing in the distance like a painting. At the onsen, I soaked in the steaming water, feeling every bit of stress melt away. The view of the mountains, the crisp air, and the quiet hum of nature made it a moment of pure serenity. My journey wasn't complete without visiting Hiroshima. The Peace Memorial Park left me speechless. Walking through the museum, seeing the shadows imprinted on walls, reading stories of those who lived through the unimaginable, I felt a deep sadness, but also admiration for the resilience of the people. A small girl handed me an origami crane and said, "For peace." That single moment stayed with me. On my final day, I returned to Tokyo, determined to see it one last time before my flight. I visited Akihabara, the anime and tech district, where towering stores displayed the latest gadgets and figurines. I bought souvenirs, tiny lucky cats, keychains shaped like sushi, and beautifully crafted fans. As I boarded my flight back home, I looked out the window, watching Japan shrink beneath me. My heart felt heavy yet full. I had come to Japan expecting an adventure, but I left with something more, memories that would last a lifetime. Commend your feedback, like and subscribe our channel.